Hi there and welcome back to the History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. I just want to preface this video with a small apology that I thought I had my videos dated a certain way, thinking I was caught up till a video for today, being Monday, I think, and I was obviously wrong. So pretty much back on track. It could get a little spotty next week, but I'm going to do my darndest to provide as much content for you. I don't think that most people watching me watch every day or every single video and have a lot to catch up on. So I don't know why it matters, but I just apologize. And normally I'll like leave a little note. But that aside, this is going to be a really short little video because I was just notified of a record that had just come out. I had no idea about its release and I was able to find it. So I was really excited about it. And that would be the Target exclusive Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits. Now, apparently there's one that came out, and I do recall this one had come out at Walmart, and it was green vinyl, and this Target one is purple vinyl. Now I thought I had gotten the Walmart version, the green vinyl, but I actually did not, and that's because I could not find it. It's certainly on Discogs, eBay, places like that, but I usually like to buy in store. This one was available. I got it at Target yesterday, I want to say Saturday, sorry, and it was the only one available. So, I was able to snag one. It looks like they only had one copy. You can just see it's a real pretty, kind of transparent, kind of hard to see. It's a real pretty purple, though. It doesn't really go in this, the theme of the record, but, it's fine. The one that's green vinyl does, of course. And I want to show you, I know I've shown a lot of the videos of my early records and such, but I thought it was worth noting because I don't have many greatest hits albums. So my next want is, of course, the greatest hits one from Walmart that came out. I want to say that one came out in 2023, possibly 24, but I think 2023. But I wanted to start off kind of as a reminder that, and I don't know if I showed all these differences because I'm not sure how many I had at the time of making the video for the albums, but this is the original album that came out in 1988. And this one has an embossed, let's see if you can see it here, kind of embossed. You can kind of tell the little emblem here is embossed. You can certainly feel it. It's really kind of hard to tell. Can't really tell. And the sleeve is kind of like a shiny paper, like not paper, but there's a little bit of a gloss to it. This one's seen better days because I've had it since '88. And then the vinyl is just regular black vinyl here. Then one came out in 2014, and it was the greatest hits again. Let's see that one here. Trying to keep things in order. And it also was, 6/24/14. And it does not have the embossed, but it has this sticker here, which I want to show you why I'm bringing this up. And again, I'm not too sure that I brought this up in the last video. I think possibly in my video, not my last video, but the video on my LPs, I think that I thought I had two copies of the same thing because the sticker. And all the sticker says is the 8x platinum collection, 13 tracks, yada, 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 the whole deal. Again, no embossed cover. This is like a very shiny, this is a little bit of a thicker paper and definitely much glossier than the one I just showed you. But this is the original light colored Warner Brothers label here. That kind of fell. And then, like I said, the sleeve here. But then what I thought in my own collection was a duplicate till I was pulling them out and kind of checking them was one that has the same, let me see if I'm right. It does not have the same SKU number, but it has that same sticker, but there's no barcode at the bottom. But it says the exact same thing. And if you look on the back, this is the one from 2014, and I want to say this is the one from like 2021 or 22 when Warner was reissuing everything. You can tell the greens are this is a little bit lighter to this one dark. And then this one comes in a very thick cardboard. I mean, it's clearly by the sound of it. And again, just black vinyl. But if you can notice also the label is very different here. So I just thought it was kind of worth mentioning for those of you who collect. I know a lot of my videos, I have things that are from, Canada and Japan and Germany and blah, and blah, and blah. And it's funny that I just don't have as many greatest hits albums as I probably would like. And I was looking through Discogs, and of course they're out there. They have them in Canada and Japan and all the other places, but they're not as prominent as, say, copies of Rumors or Tusk or all the other ones. And I have found that there seems to be more reissues of the greatest hits than there are things that came out in 1988 from Canada to Germany, Japan, or things like that. They're out there, but they're certainly not in the numbers that, again, say the Fleetwood Mac White album or Rumors or Tusk, etc., had been. And I did find it odd that both Walmart and Target decided to come out with their own version, and the Target one is not even on Discogs. I keep scanning the barcode and it comes up with 0. I was thinking to put the entry in myself, but Discogs is kind of janky, to put it nicely, and I'm not sure if I have the energy or patience for that. But it was nice to see when I got this one and pulled everything out that I did not have the green one, so that is definitely high on my list. Again, as people noted, the people who brought it to my attention, Frank, if you're out there, thank you kindly. But people brought it to the attention that, of course, it's another money grab. It's just pressed in another color. There's nothing different about it. I have yet to listen to them and see if the sound. And, I think one time I'll do a video, because I brought that up with the Buckingham Nicks album's, sound quality, and just maybe do separate videos on, the latest thing compared to an early release, just to see, so whatever is the most current one of the greatest hits, like would be this one at the moment, I would probably compare it to the 1988 version and see what the quality is, not the things that are in between. It would just be interesting to me to find out. So, again, it was just a little short video, but it was something new that I got, and I'm trying to keep, when I get new stuff, maybe kind of keep it, videos current with it, and pull out the older stuff just to kind of compare it like I did the Buckingham Nicks. And I hope it's worthwhile for you guys. And if you're out there looking, this seems pretty scarce. Again, there's been nothing. I've seen nothing come out about this. If it hadn't been mentioned in my favorite Facebook group, I never would have known about it. So it's just kind of neat. I don't think there's going to be too many of these pressed, but that's just me. So thank you so much for joining me. I think I'm going to continue on with Enchanted, and I actually have a lot of Enchanted. I didn't think that I did. I was a little worried about the content, but I'm not sure what order I'm going to go in. So we'll see what happens with the next video. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night. Bye.